All right, back here at the 41st Annual Pirates Cove Billfish Tournament with Captain Marty, all brought to you by ELS OBX Electrical and Lighting Solutions that you can count on, and online at elsobx.com, and by Crossweight Composites on Harbor Road in Wanchese. Captain Marty, boats are starting to come in, got some fish coming over to the scales. Haven't seen this monster dolphin yet that I've heard about. Those are my words, monster dolphin. Nobody else has said that except for me. Waiting to see that. That'll be here a little later on from what I understand. But just to kind of go through the standings one more time, overall, the Omni, and you correct me if I'm wrong, the overall and the Omni were identical. They were the same. Pelican, Archbreacher, congratulations with 1,000 points. Sweet Spot right behind them by 50 points, and they actually moved up a little bit from yesterday.
Yeah, they went from, what did they go from, 850 to 950.
Okay, yeah, they held the second place spot, and the Viking 82 rounded out the top three, and the Viking 82 was leading after the first 2 days.
Yes, they were, and as it turns out, they're going to win some money, and they'll finish in third. So anytime you can take money home and fishing against these guys, keep in mind that's a factory production boat from Viking Yachts. Really nice boat.
Yeah.
And they actually come down here in the backyard of these hometown boys and did well.
That's nice. It's always good at the hometown boys kind of taking home that trophy and bringing that money home. Well, I mean, again, today, this 26 total billfish were caught, 16 white marlin, 3 blue marlin, and 7 sailfish, with 53 boats fishing all together today. 49 of them were on a regular fishing day, and 4 of them were in the lay day tournament. But the winner of the non-Omni, the rigged up, Charles Haywood, ran up the ladder there and took first place in the non-Omni category.
Isn't it funny how he slips in there right on the last? I've seen this over and over again, you know.
I was explaining this, kind of like what you're saying right now to some people today that I saw. I said, look, just because the Pelican is in first place overall, somebody could bring in a 1,000-pound fish and take it from him that quick with just that one fish. So, I mean, yeah, it's really neat how that happens. And it's like you said, it does it happens quite, I say quite often, but it does happen. Followed by the Sniper with 450 points and the Widespread at 400 points. Now, we do have some meat fish being weighed right now. Looks like they had a wahoo up there they were weighing. I didn't get the weight on that yet. But, Marty, there is another element to the tournament, and that is the polygraph.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Going on as we speak, Justin, the polygraph test, any of the main cash-winning categories, the billfish jackpots, the daily prizes. Remember, all these are from $7,000 to $50,000 a piece. So we did away with observers years ago, or judges, and now we use the polygraph test to determine where we're going to be as far as legality goes. So that's what happens. So boats right now, this is not a joke. They have a real polygrapher comes down from Virginia Beach. He's in an undisclosed location, but these guys, we've contacted them on the way in. We've asked them not to drink alcohol. That's a tall order. At one of these events. And then they can drink all they want after they pass the polygraph.
Right.
And I am thankful to say that we've never had somebody fail.
Okay, thank the Lord.
Ocean City a couple years ago had somebody fail. And where it might not count in a court of law, it does count in these tournaments. It says up front, if you fail the polygraph, you do not take home cash.
See, so there you go. And I mean, it's nice to know that any time you have administered a polygraph with this tournament, which that's kind of up to the tournament director's discretion, is it not?
How do you mean?
So, like if you decide to, because not everybody that takes home, wins the prize money, they don't all get polygraphed, do they?
No, the way that works on each boat, we tell them it can be the captain, the mate, or any of the anglers.
Right.
And we'll tell them which person we want. Mm-hmm. That's one thing. And then, no, there are some prizes, but just the threat of knowing you could be polygraphed is what makes all the difference.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So know that it could happen. It may not always happen, but it can.
Right.
And knowing that it can, you don't want to take the chance, because then it's not only do you not get the money, but then I mean, let's just say it, you're labeled as a liar.
Yeah.
And that does not look good at all.
We don't go quite that far, but yeah.
I'll just say it. I mean, I'll say it. You don't have to.
You know, when we had the observer system, that required, in this tournament, that would have required 84 people to handle that, to one on each boat.
Wow.
And can you imagine? I was in charge of that for years, and it was just a struggle. So I'm all about the poly. And the biggest thing is the determination about who hooked the fish, and also about is it really a blue marlin in those cases.
Right, of course. And again, you know, the ribbon system and the photo identification always assists in those processes. So we're grateful for the systems that are in place that help keep things honest and are good for the identification purposes.
And people walk the docks here and see all this. When you were talking to Ashley a few minutes ago, but with no blue marlin being weighed on the dock, all that money rolls over into the release category.
Right. Tell me about that now.
Well, the problem with that is that it's a lot of bookwork that changes at the last minute. Now, we have somebody in a house nearby that's a professional, basically accountant, writes our own tournament programs, and all that stuff is being monitored all week. Ashley and I have been feeding that to this person. This person right now has got that computer whizzing along. And then they'll very quickly, after the weigh station closes, they'll write those fake checks, those great big checks, and then and starting at 9 o'clock, they'll give them out, and it'll all be over. Now tomorrow there is the sheepdog tournament. That's a something we've been doing for several years now, where veterans and first responders are invited, and I think they have 6 boats they go offshore on our treat.
Okay.
And they will feed them a nice dinner and awards ceremony tomorrow night.
That's awesome.
So
that's good stuff.
A lot going on.
Very nice, Marty. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a fun week out here. The weather's been great. The people seem to be having a great time walking up and down the dock, seeing the fish, seeing the boats, and just enjoying the atmosphere that is presented out here.
The atmosphere's been really enjoyable.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the weather.
Weather's been really nice.
Yeah, because I've sat here in other tournaments where it was so hot right here.
Yeah.
Like my timer popped out. If you can believe it, like an oven stuff, a roaster chicken.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. Look, you don't believe it, I got it right there.
I see it. There it is. Well, Marty, thank you for your hospitality out here for sure. We greatly appreciate it, and I know that all your listeners enjoy hearing all the updates and all the details that go on and all the different things that happen behind the scenes. So I'm gonna stick around for a few minutes. I want to wait and see. We might jump back on. I don't know if you'll be able to, because I know you have other things you have to do.
I'm not going anywhere until they need this table. I'm good.
All right, so I might hang around for a few minutes, see if this dolphin shows up that I keep hearing about. So,
that's right. We still haven't done that.
We still have a dolphin that's maybe coming in. So when that happens, if I'm still able to be around and we're still able to plug along,
that might be the boat right there.
Might be.
We'll see the name. Maybe we'll see the name when they're getting ready to spin the boat out. Oh, no, what is it? Justin, we'll keep looking.
That's the John boat.
That's not the boat.
Yeah.
Okay,
No.
Okay.
All right, so
How
we're
about
looking
that for a boat name.
John boat, yeah.
What was it, 60 feet long?
Yeah, every bit. So we'll be waiting to see when the wall hanger shows up. But, hey, it's Capt Marty and myself out here at the 41st Annual Pirates Cove Billfish Tournament.